I just want to start this video off with a quote that I heard a long time ago. And to be honest, I don't remember where I heard it from. Could have been a Marvel movie for all I know, but the weak are meat and the strong they eat. I'm posting videos to hold myself accountable. And the thing that baffles me the most is that other people are going to social media hoping that someone else has the ability to hold them accountable, whether it's in comments or likes or views, or that they're going to find an excuse. Like, oh, this person has ADHD and I have ADHD and that's why I don't clean my house. Okay, stop looking outside and start looking inside. My question to people is, in my whole life, I don't remember really having a lot of people that I could look to as an adult with a mature sense of responsibility. I have always somehow been the person that people call to ask for advice. I'm at fucking rock bottom right now, and I still have people calling me to ask me for advice. Like, bro, I'm unemployed. I'm fucking broke, bro. How are you calling me to ask me for advice? Like, what do I have that's different? Like, I have an inner strength somehow that I've had to pull up from the depths of my soul, my uterus. I don't even know. But I have managed to do it. And so my question to people is, if you had to be rated as your own boss for your life, if you had to look at yourself by the end of the first week of being your boss, would you write yourself up? Would you fire yourself? You have to really think about that. You have to think about you. Would you hold yourself accountable? I told myself tomorrow I was going to wake up early and go to the gym, but I was too tired. Will you let yourself down? Why would you make a goal you couldn't commit to? Why? Why would you do that? And it's fine. Don't make unrealistic goals for yourself. If you know you're not going to go to the gym, don't tell yourself you're going to do it. Give yourself a realistic expectation. I know I ain't going to the gym. I am not about to step in there. I don't want to go. I don't want to run. I don't want to do the things. Okay? I am lucky that I'm a little slim. But I'm also pretty conscientious about what I eat. I do the research. I try not to put processed harmful things into my body. I don't care how broke I am. I will bake my own bread with some cheap whole wheat flour that I found at Walmart. But I am not buying Wonder Bread because I know that's bad for me. I wanted to pay the rent. I busted my ass all day and I figured out how to pay the rent. Guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going down to my apartment office and I'm going to give them a cashier's check for December's rent. Thank God. Now I had to beg and plead and ask my dad for money. Did I really want to do that? Hell no, I did not want to do it, but I had a accountability to myself, my home, my kids, my life to do that because I can hold myself accountable. That's the important thing. I make a list of goals for myself that are reasonable within my scope of capability, and I hold myself to them. And I completely don't understand why other people can't do that. And I'm not saying I'm special. I'm not saying, oh, I have a rich family member. No, my dad had to scrape and try to find every fucking penny he could to try to send me money. Why? Because I exhausted every other option. I tried to sell things. It's after Christmas. There's not really people buying. I tried to apply for rent assistance. Turns out everybody else spent their money on Christmas presents and applied early for rent assistance, so I missed the threshold. I mean, I tried every which way known to man before I called my dad and I said, I'm fucked. Up Schitt's Creek. I got no pedals. The bottom of my boat is rotted out. Can you please, whatever you have to do, I don't care who you have to call, every aunt, uncle that I've never spoken to, can you help me come up with it? Because my kids need this and I need it. And he knows. This is the reason why he lent me the money. Because he knows when I say I'm going to pay him back, then I'm going to do it with interest because I don't fucking lie. I hold to my promises. And they used to say a man's word was everything. Well, I'm not a man, but I guess I have a man perception, a male perception, shall we say, of life. No, I'm not a lesbian, in case you were wondering. But I fully believe if you're going to be the man of the household, like I am, that you hold yourself to your word. And I guess I'm still just baffled by the amount of interaction that I've had with people in this evening telling them I don't have the mental capacity to manage another person right now. I have 2 months that I want to dedicate to building up my own business and proving that I can do it for me and my kids. Now, my dad asked me, oh, can you move in with me? It would really help me out a lot. You could motivate me. No, because I need to be the man of the house. I need to prove to my girls that you can do this shit. Because if I do that, if I move in with my father, yes, I could save on rent money. But you know what I'm doing? I am disappointing myself. I'm showing myself that I couldn't do what I said I was going to do. And I can't do that. So I set a timeline. Okay, Dad, you really want me to move in with you? I promised my apartment complex that I would move out by March 6th. If I don't have my business going successfully and $10,000 in my bank account, I will move in with you. And you know what people would say? Oh, that's an unreasonable expectation. Why would you do that to yourself? Well, honestly, it's because maybe I need a swift kick in the pants by myself. I can do that. It is a reasonable expectation for what I know in my mind because it is a fathomable manifestation. Like, I know that I can do this. I know it. And the belief in the knowing makes me push harder to make it happen. It is completely reasonable. And I guess what's baffling me is that in my entire life, I would really like to meet a person that maybe can just mentor me and offer me advice instead of me having to manage and offer advice. Because I should feel confident. I should feel grateful. Like, I'm really proud that people somehow look up to me and they think that I'm stable and that I'm a grounding force and that I'm a person to look up to. I guess that's how I've always been in leadership roles. I didn't go to college for this. Definitely didn't. I fell into hospitality. I was a barista. Okay, I just wanted to work for Starbucks and I wanted to go to college and I wanted to become a doctor. And I really loved people. I really love people. I'm so good at seeing their strengths and pushing them forward and noticing things about them that they don't notice and giving them confidence. I don't know, maybe it's just being the oldest of 4 kids or being the parent of parents. I have no idea at this point, but somebody recognized something in me and I fell into it and I stayed in that position because it turns out that I was good at it. I really love motivating people, and I don't need to be, in a position of a leader necessarily in a business in order to do that. What's nice is I realized I guess I can just do it here. So I just want people to think about that. And I held myself accountable and I said I was going to pay rent. And you know what? I'm going to pay rent tomorrow. I'm going to be living in this place for another couple months or until I tell them I'm going to move out. But I figured it out. I didn't panic, I didn't cry, I didn't curl up into a ball, I didn't go into the fetal position, I didn't drink myself into a hole, because that's not acceptable. I'm a grown adult. I have shit to do. And once the shit's done, then you can relax. Then you can have a drink. Then you can doom scroll on social media. That can be your brain break, as my kids say. But, I mean, please, people, think about it. If you had to take a survey about your performance as your life boss, would you promote? Would you fire? Would you replace that position? And who would you choose to be in that role? And I think that's a really important question that people need to ask themselves, because you're the leader of your own life. You choose what job you're going to have. You choose what position or career you're going to have. You choose if you're going to have kids, if you're going to be a leader for your children, if you're going to be an advocate for something, if you're going to cause somebody else trauma. If you don't look forward to going to work and your boss is the reason why you hate going to work, you spend most of your life at work. And the retirement age it's much later now than it used to be. If you hate a job, you quit it, right? So if you hate working for yourself, maybe you need to rethink what you're doing. Because if you can't sit alone in the silence by yourself and appreciate and love yourself and look forward to being there with your own thoughts, then maybe it's time to retrain the boss. Anyway, peace.